Hello YouTube land, it is me Justin King again with another video. This time I am going to do a quick little video. We'll see how quick really means, right? And bring some mix of hip hop and goth that has recently been out in the media in the year 2019. This is not a part of my hip hop that has been influenced by goth series, because that is strictly for the hip hop that came and R&B that came out in the 1990s to at the very latest 2000/2001. So that's more than a decade since then, since we're almost at 2020, which would be 2 decades since then. So this is separate from that playlist, but if you want to see more things like that, you can take a look at my hip hop and R&B of the 90s that was inspired or has gothic inspirations up there on the little card section. But what we're talking about is Jordan Peele's recent movie called Us and the trailer that was a part of it. So Jordan Peele, as some of you know, is a Black film director, and he's done a lot in the mainstream Black movies. I say mainstream because almost every day Black people are out there creating and doing stuff in the independent section and the non-mainstream avenues, which is amazing. But Jordan Peele has recently had a lot of success in the mainstream area. And so because mainstream is what a lot of people know, a lot of people means that he gets a lot of visible recognition for it, which he greatly deserves. Now, I'm going to give you a little bit more info about him for those of you who may not have heard of him, or this is the first time of you hearing him, because you never know. Sometime is someone's every first time. According to Wikipedia, Jordan Hawthorne Peele is actually not just a director. He is an American actor, writer, and producer. He was originally making his first break in mainstream media by doing the Mad TV series for 5 seasons from 2003 to 2008. He then co-starred with Keegan Michael Key in the Comedy Central sketch comedy show Key and Pelee from 2012 to 2015. He also had a reoccurring role in Channel FX's anthology series Fargo, and he co-created the TBS channel comedy series The Last OG and the YouTube premium series Windy City. So those are some of his accomplishments and his background in the mainstream media before he got popular for his most recent renditions of horror for the Black Eye and Black Experience, Get Out, and also producing Spike Lee's Black Klansman, and his most recent film, which we're discussing the trailer bit for, Us. So I'm feeling, since this had come out recently, as of this recording, it came out this week in March, that part of what they're trying to get is a sense of secrecy, a sense of confusion and the unknown, to egg on their people to continue to try out the show and where it's coming from. So they want you to go to the theater to actually figure out what is happening. But it says, the synopsis before you get to the theater to see more detail is: a mother and father take their kids to their beach house expecting to enjoy time with friends, but their serenity turns to tension and chaos when some visitors arrive uninvited. Which, if you've seen the trailer, which most of you have, know that they look exactly like them. But what stood out is that all you people that grew up in the 90s and had exposure to hip hop noticed that they took the entire background noise of the hip hop song I've Got Five on It, which, going into detail, say hi, Fred. I Got Five on It is a song by American hip hop duo Loons. It was released in 1995 as the lead single for their debut album, Operation Stack Loca. Title is a phrase meaning to pay half of a dime bag, which is a $10 bag of cannabis, which I actually did not know, with another person. The song samples Club Nuevo's Why You Treat Me So Bad, which was a song that came out in 1987, Kool and the Gang's Jungle Boogie, which came out in 1973, and Audio 2's Top Billin', which came out in 1987. So that's the history of the song I Got Five on It. And from there, now that we know a little bit about the actual song, which Jordan Peele used a remix version that's more on the creepy and dark side. I don't do a lot of horror. I do mostly suspense and mental what's going on and fantasy of the mythology of creepy. But this is something unique. It's something we especially don't see a lot in mainstream media. I don't even see this a lot in indie. I want to see more mixes of hip hop songs, not even just in the 90s, but just hip hop songs in general that have that horror, creepy, suspense vibe on it. And what's really cool is, I believe maybe this week or the week after of this recording, they have uploaded the entire remix of the song onto the internet. And since this is what we're showcasing, and showcasing another side to Black people contributing to darkly inclined gothic horror themes, which is what this subculture appreciates and celebrates, I want to showcase that song for you. And of course, because I think that this one's going to have some copyright issues too, I'm going to pick and choose bits and pieces of it. So you can get the actual remix, which I will put in the comment section below, via article on complex.com. They said that it was done by Michael Abel, who is also the person who had composed the bulk of the soundtrack for this movie. For me, I feel like that remix could definitely be connected to a bit of some of those like Voltaire vibes where they mix and mash things together. So even though it's not officially gothic, I think this remix could definitely fit into a dance party, a night party, or at the club. So I think it's worth a try to try out the other soundtracks. I haven't personally listened to it, but it sounds like they wanted to bring out the creep in it, and I think that would be really cool to see that combination. Tell me what you thought about this in the comment section below. Do you think this is a really cool remix? Do you think it has nothing to do with goth? Are you excited about the movie? Are you a horror enthusiast? I am probably am not going to see the movie for a while, strictly because I, at my wonderful new job, already 2 months in, have health insurance again. Woo! And I literally have to see every one of my doctors because in the lapse in between insurances, they all want me to come back and see them. And so at the beginning of the year, with no deductible met, that is a lot of money that I need to spend in 1 month alone. So I gotta save up for that. Gotta spend that cash so disabled me can be somewhat on board or on board enough to at least work 40 hours a week, and to keep on trucking since then. So for those of you who have seen it, you can always tell me how it is and if it's worth it. This is me, Justin King. Thanks for checking me out, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, YouTube land.